take our shloka recitation for few minutes, and then we will just continue our purport reading. So we'll just take the third verse of first chapter. We have done first two verses. We'll just recite the verses, and then now we will go for the third verse. So first two verses you all have learned, hopefully. So now we'll go for the third verse. Third verse is very simple. So the procedure is, I will read one time, you read 3 times behind me, and then first two lines like that. So we'll start. Nigamakалпатароргалитам phalam. Some of you can unmute and
Nigamakалпатароргалитам phalam. Nigamakалпатароргалитам phalam.
Sukhamukadamrutadravya samyutam.
Sukhamukadamrutadravya samyutam.
Nigamakалпатароргалитам phalam. Sukhamukadamrutadravya samyutam.
Nigamakалпатароргалитам phalam. Sukhamukadamrutadravya samyutam.
Nigamakалпатароргалитам
phalam.
Sukhamukadamrutadravya samyutam.
Pibata bhagavatam rasamayam.
Pibata bhagavatam
Bhagavatam
rasamayam.
rasamalayam.
Pibata bhagavatam
Bhagavatam
rasamayam.
rasamalayam.
Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam.
Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavuka.
Muhuraho
rasika bhuvi
Bhagavatam
bhavuka.
Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavuka.
Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavuka.
Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam. Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavuka.
Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam.
Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavaka.
Pibata
Bhagavatam rasamalayam.
Muhuraho rasika
bhuvi bhavaka.
Pibata bhagavatam
rasamalayam.
Muhuraho
rasika bhuvi bhavaka.
Nigamakалпатароргалитам phalam. Sukhamukadamrutadravya samyutam. Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam. Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavuka.
Nigamakалпатароргалитам phalam.
rasamalayam.
Amrutadravya samyutam.
Pibata
Bhagavatam rasamalayam. Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavaka. Nigamakалпатароргалитам phalam. Sukhamukadamrutadravya samyutam.
Pibata
Bhagavatam rasamalayam.
Muhuraho
Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavaka. निगलितं फलं सुखमुखातमुदो द्रवसंयुतं
पिबत
भागवतं
भागवतं रसमालयम्
रसमालयम्
मुहुरहो
मुहुरहो
रसिका
रसिका
भुवि
भुवि
भावुकाः
भावुकाः
So we will learn this shloka by understanding the meaning once, and it will become more easy for you.
Hare Krishna. So actually, this is a very easy verse, and we have already seen the meaning as explained by Srila Chakravarti Path, and Balaram Shakti Prabhuji has explained as the commentary. So the best way to memorize the verse, as we always say, is to understand the verse, to understand the meaning of the different verse and the different phrases that come in that verse, and that is the best way to memorize it. So, so this is the verse, third verse. Okay, one second. Yeah, so this is the verse, and in Srila Chakravarti Pa's commentary, we saw that how he has explained every word very nicely. So we will just revise what Prabhuji covered in the 2 days. This we will revise what Balaram Shakti Prabhuji explained, and see that how it becomes easier for us to memorize it when we know the meaning, when we understand the meaning. So first is Nigam Kalpataror. So first we have to see this sorry. So first we have to see this Kalpataror. What is this Kalpataru? Kalpataru means a desire tree. So desire tree, okay. So what does a desire tree do? There is one desire tree. So Kalpataru, there is one desire tree. Now this is that desire tree. Suppose this is that desire tree, and what is the name of that desire tree? The name is Nigam. It is Vedas. Which desire tree are we talking about? The desire tree of Vedas. So Nigam Kalpataro. This desire tree is there. This is the desire tree of Vedas. Nigam Kalpataro. Okay. So now if someone takes shelter of this tree, like this boy is there, if he takes shelter of this tree, if this person takes shelter of this tree, so since it is a desire tree, whatever this person desires, this tree will give him, because it is Kalpataru. It will fulfill this person's desire. So being a desire tree, it gives whatever is asked from it. Whoever takes shelter of it, it fulfills that person's desire. It gives dharma, arth, kam, moksha, whatever is asked, it will give. But, so this person is there, whatever, any person who takes shelter of this desired tree of Vedas, whatever he asks, he is given. So this Kalpataru is fulfilling the desire of those who are taking its shelter. But since it is a tree, since it is itself a tree only, so what will it naturally give? So what it naturally gives is fruit. That is natural to it. What it naturally gives is fruit. So phalam, nigam kalpataror phalam. So what it naturally gives is phalam. So now this desired tree of Vedas is giving naturally a fruit, a phalam. And what is the name of that phalam? Bhagavatam. The name of that phalam is Bhagavatam. And now the first line of the verse is Nigam Kalpataror Galitam Phalam. So we now try to understand the meaning of Galitam. What is the meaning of Galitam? So Galitam means, what does Galitam mean? Galitam means that this fruit is not kacha, it's not raw, it's fully ripened fruit. So because it is fully ripened, Now what happens when a fruit is fully ripened? When it is fully ripened, then it falls on its own. It will fall down on its own. It will not stay on the tree. It will fall down on its own. So this fruit, since it is fully ripened, what is happening? It is not staying on the tree. It is falling down. So that is the meaning of Galita. Okay, this fruit is fully ripened, and so it falls down from the tree. So now this whole sentence we have got Nigam kalpataror galitam phalam bhagavatam. So the desired tree of Vedas, it has one fruit, phalam. The name of that fruit is Bhagavatam, and that fruit is fully ripened and thus has fallen down from the tree. So this is the whole sentence, first line. Okay. Then, okay. So now this fruit is fully ripened. Its name is Bhagavatam, and being fully ripened, it has fallen down. Okay, but it has fallen down. But did it fall to the ground? No, it did not fall to the ground. Because if a fully ripened fruit, if from the top it falls down on the ground, what will happen? It will become damaged. It will break. So it is not falling directly down. What is happening? It is falling from one branch to another branch to another branch. And then finally, where do we find this fruit? We find it in the mouth of Sukadev Goswami. So this fruit, Bhagavatam, from Lord, it went to the branch of Brahma. Then from branch of Brahma, it went to Narada. From Narada, it went to Vyasa. And then from where is it? Has it finally gone to Shuka? Shuka Mukhad. That is, where is this fully ripened fruit found? It is found in the mouth of Sukadev, in the mouth of Sukadev Goswami. There it is found. And also, because it is coming out from the mouth of Tariff Shuka, the fruit has become sweeter. Okay. So now we have seen what all things, that this desired tree of Vedas, Nigam Kalpataro, it naturally is giving a fruit, phalam. And this fruit, phalam, the name of this phalam is Bhagavatam. And this fruit is Galitam. It is fully ripened. And because of being fully ripened, it has fallen from the tree. Now, it has fallen from the tree, but it has not fallen on the ground. So where can we found this tree? Where we can found this phalam? It is found in Shukamukhad. It is found in the mouth of Sukadev Goswami. Okay? And then, okay. So what is the nature of this fruit? So since this fruit is fully ripened, what happens? Fully ripened. That's why it's very tasty. It's delicious. Very tasty. That's why it has been called rasam. It is rasa only. It is fully rasam. So that is the meaning of this thing, rasam. So this fruit is fully rasa. And it has no seeds, no skin, nothing. Just rasa. Just rasa. The essence of sweetness. Okay. Then Amrit Drav Samyutam. Now this phalam or this rasam, it is immortal. It is Amrita. Never decays. It cannot be destroyed also. It is indestructible. It is Amrit. And Drava, it is just like liquid. Therefore, it can be drunk. And Samyutam, it is perfect in all respects. Okay. So how much have we seen? I think we saw Nigam Kalpataror Galitam Phalam. So this desired tree of the Vedas, Nigam Kalpataro, it is naturally giving phalam, one fruit. The name of that fruit is Bhagavatam. That fruit is Galitam. It is fully ripened, and that's why it has fallen from the tree. And where it falls? not on the ground, but it falls from branch to branch. And finally, where is it found? It is found in the mouth of Shukadeva Goswami. And coming from the mouth of Shukadeva Goswami, it has become sweeter. It has become sweeter. And since it is fully ripened, already it is fully ripened, and now coming out from the mouth of Sukha, it has become sweeter also. So it is actually the essence of all sweetness. It is very delicious. It is rasam. And what kind of rasam? What? It is amrit drava samyutam. It is amrit. It is indestructible. It never decays. It can never be destroyed. And it is just like liquid. That's why it can be easily drunk. We can drink it. And it is perfect, samyutam. It is perfect in all respects. So, since it is rasam, pibat bhagavatam rasam. So, since it is rasam, it is drava, what should we do? We should drink it. It is so tasty that bhagavatam is not to be heard. It has to be relished. So, we have to drink it. Okay, so this is Pibat Bhagavatam Rasam. Now, okay, so this Alyam word is coming. Pibat Bhagavatam Rasam Alayam. Now, Alyam has two uses here. First, Alyam is an adjective for the phala. So, we will see that. Now, Alyam, Laya means liberation. So, Sayujya and the others also, Salokya, Sarishti, Samipya, they. And one meaning of is beyond. So this phalam is beyond liberation. Why? Because this phalam, Bhagavatam, gives prema, which is beyond liberation. And how it gives prema? Because it contains the description of the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. So that is the first meaning. This phalam, it is beyond liberation. And the second meaning is that this phalam, it includes all kinds of liberation. How? Because it's not that you just get prema. By prema, getting prema, you go to the spiritual world, and that's why you get liberation also. So that's how this phalam Bhagavatam, it is beyond all liberation, and also it includes all kinds of liberation. Okay? So now this is Pibat Bhagavatam Rasam Alayam. So Pibat Bhagavatam Rasam Alayam. I think now we have completed all the adjectives for the fruit. So this fruit is the object. This phalam is the object here. All the visheshanas, the adjectives we saw. Now, okay, so we have to drink this fruit of Bhagavatam, which is Rasam, Pibat Bhagavatam Rasam. Okay, we have to drink it. But how? How should we drink? So Srila Vyasdev is saying, Muhu, you should drink it continuously, again and again it should be drank. So that is the way to drink it. So drink this phalam, this Rasam Bhagavatam, and how? Muhu, continuously, again and again. Okay, so we have to continuously drink this Bhagavatam again and again. Okay, then again this alyam is coming. Now this alyam is for this how it has to be done. Another meaning of this alyam we will take. So one meaning of alyam, what Shri Chakravarti Pad is saying is, it means like pralay. The pralay is the eighth satvika bhava. So it has to be done again and again till when? Till alayam. Till one attains the final satvika bhava pralay and faints after attaining. So this now the Vaishnav Vyasdev is saying that, oh devotee, you drink this Bhagavatam, this Rasam, and you should drink it muhu continuously again and again. Until when? Till alayam. Till alayam you should drink. So now the meaning of alyam, another meaning is that pralay. Pralay is the eighth satvika bhava. So so drink, and eighth satvika bhava is pralay, and what happens in that pralay? one faints, one becomes unconscious. So you have to drink, and how you drink it? You drink it till alyam. You drink it continuously again and again till you attain all the sattvika bhavas, and when till the time you faint by attaining the final sattvika bhava. So till that time you drink. Okay, and then after drinking again and again, one finally attains this final sattvika bhava, he faints. But after some time, when this fainting wears off and this devotee gains consciousness, he should start drinking again. Again, he should get up and again start drinking again till he faints for the next time. So this is how the devotee has to drink it. Okay. So this is clear, I think, for us. And then aho, muhur aho. So what is aho? Are aho means this is such a surprise. What is the surprise? That yes, we are drinking it again and again, again and again. But every time I drink, the taste is increasing only. It is increasing only. So, aho, this is such a surprise because we never see this happening in this material world. But here the taste is just increasing every time it is we are drinking it. So this is this thing. Aho, such a surprise. Though we are drinking the same phalam again and again, the taste of this phalam is increasing every time. This is aho, so surprising. Okay, so how we saw this? We saw what all we saw till now. So this nigam kalpataro, this desired tree is there. The desired tree is nigam Vedas. It is giving us phalam. What is it giving us? Phalam. Naturally, a tree will give fruit. So it is giving also one fruit, phalam. The name of that phalam is Bhagavatam. And that phalam is Galitam. It is fully ripened. And it is fully ripened. So what happens? It will not stay on the tree. Hence, it has fallen from the tree. And it does not fall directly on the ground. Because if it falls directly on the ground, it will get damaged. So it falls from one branch to another branch. And then finally it is reaching to the mouth of Shuka, Mukhar. And then because of being touched by the parrot's Shuka, it has become sweeter. So Shuka Mukhar. And since this fruit is fully ripened and it has also been touched by the parrot Shuka, it is the essence of all sweetness. It is rasam. It is purely rasam. It has no seeds, no skin. It only has rasa. And it is amrit drav samyutam. That rasa is amrit. It has to be relished. That rasa is amrit. Amrit means it is indestructible. It never decays, never gets destroyed. And drava, it is just like liquid. And samyutam, it is perfect in all respects. So, and alyam means this fruit is beyond liberation. And because it gives us prema. And it also includes all kinds of liberation. Because by giving prema, it is giving us liberation also. So, includes all kinds of liberation, no? It includes liberation. So by getting prema, we are even getting liberation because we are going to the spiritual world. So these are the qualities of fruit. Now, okay. So now this fruit, Pibhat Bhagavatam Rasam, we have to bring this fruit because it is so tasty. So don't hear Bhagavatam, relish Bhagavatam. But how should it be relished? How should it be drunk? Muhu, drink it continuously. Drink again and again. Till alayam. Till you attain all the satvika bhavas and the final satvika bhava pralay and you get conscious. Till that time, you should drink it. And then after the fainting wears off and you gain consciousness and again you get, and again start drinking it. So this much we have seen. Nigam kalpataror galitam phalam shukam khad amrit drava samyuta pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam. Muhur aho, aho, yes, aho. So aho, this is such a surprise. So that every time we are drinking it, taste is increasing only. Again and again we drink, but every time we find taste has increased. So this is aho, such a surprise. So muhur aho. Then this the last, Rasta Bhuvshavuka. So whom is Srila Vyasadeva inviting to drink Srimad Bhagavatam? So he is inviting Rasikas, Bhuvshavukas. So who are Rasikas? Rasikas means, one meaning is those who are knowers of rasa. That is Rasika. So in that sense, if we see, then Rasikas will mean Siddhas, the devotees, the Siddha devotees who have already achieved Bhava and Prema. They are Rasikas, those who are knowers of rasa. And another meaning of Rasika is also that those who are qualified to get rasa and those who get rasa. So they are Rasikas, those who are qualified to get rasa and those who get rasa. So who get rasa? Devotees. They only get rati, then they get sthai bhava, and then they get rasa. So rasikas mean devotees. Which devotees? The pure devotion, those practitioners of pure devotional service who practice Anyabilashita Shunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavrit Bhakti. They have been invited because they are qualified for rasa. So rasikas are devotees. And then bhuvi means on this earth. And then Srila Vyasadeva is saying, oh Rasikas, oh devotees, you are Bhavuka. You all are most auspicious. So Bhavuka, one meaning is you all are most auspicious. So here if we see, Rasika means Rasika means those who are qualified to get rasa. It means devotees. And then, oh devotees, oh bhavukas. So bhavukas means you all are most auspicious. So that is the meaning. So it means Srila Vyasadeva is saying that, oh Rasika, oh Bhuvi Bhavuka, oh devotees, oh all most auspicious people, please come and constantly drink this phalam. That is what is the meaning. And this another meaning also we have of this bhavuka, which Prabhuji explained. One second. Yeah. So another meaning of bhavuka is those who do actions to taste the beautiful. So those who do actions to become rasika. So bhavuka in that case will mean sadhaka. So those who are doing the actions to become rasika, they have been also called as bhavuka. So rasikas and bhavukas, there is no meaning. Rasika in one case will mean pritibhi, the perfected devotees, and bhavuka will mean the sadhakas, the sushrushvish, like that. So both of them have been, so the rasikas, they are natural, the perfected devotees are naturally relishing Srimad Bhagavatam, and the bhavukas, it's an instruction for them to relish Srimad Bhagavatam. Like that. That is one meaning. And the another meaning, the rasikas and the bhavukas both have devotees only, sadhakas only. There it means that, oh, those who are qualified to get rasa, or devotees, you all are bhavuka, you all are most auspicious. So that is the meaning. Okay, so with that we have completed this. So we will see this again. So muhur aho rasika bhuvi bhavuka. So this was the last thing. So nigam kalpataror, this desired tree of Vedas, nigam, it gives phalam. This phalam is galitam. It is found in the mouth of Shukadev Goswami, Shukamukar. It is amrit drava samyutam. And it is rasam, it is alayam. So this phalam, Bhagavatam, one should drink it because it is rasam. And one should drink it till alayam, till attains the final sattvika bhava pralayam. Again and again it has to be drunk till one attains alayam. And this is so, such a surprise that the taste is increasing every time. And who are invited? Oh Rasikas, oh devotees. Those who are qualified to get rasa. Oh, Bhuvi Bhavukas, you all are most auspicious. You all on this planet Earth, you devotees, are most auspicious. So constantly come and hear Shrimad, relish Shrimad Bhagavatam. So just quickly I will say, suppose this is the sentence, Rasika and Bhavuka drink this fruit. That is what is the sentence. So drinking, pibata. Pibata is the main verb. And who is drinking? Rasika and Bhavuka. So they are the subjects. And what are they drinking? This phalam. So this phalam is the object. So in this verse, Pibata, all these phrases, Nigam Kalpataror, Galitam, Shukamkad, these all are the adjectives for the phalam object. They are describing this the qualities of this phalam, this fruit. So this is the meaning we have. O Rasika, O Bhavuka, constantly drink from the mouth of Sukadev, the Bhagavatam, the fully ripened fruit of the tree of the Vedas, which is immortal liquid, which is the essence of sweetness, which include all types of liberation. So, O devotees, O most auspicious person, constantly drink. So that is the meaning. So in that, when we do that, in that there is no need for you to memorize the translation. If you just can understand every word, then you yourself will be able to give the translation. Oh, okay. Yeah, Anuradha Mataji, I'm very sorry. I did not see your message, and that's why I missed that you have messaged that can you go to previous slide? Which slide did you request? I'm sorry, I did not see the message that time. So I hope it's clear, devotees, and it's very easy. So this is just one technique to understand. From Anshula Chakravarti Pa's commentary, this explanation, it is making it easy for us to understand. Yeah, thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. So we'll continue with our efforts. So, because all shlokas will not taken so elaborately, because this is important first 3 verses. So that's why we have done for first 2 verses also. That's why we took time for the 3rd verse. And other verses we will do in our regular style. Now, this is a very important section of Bhagavatam, and this is the most important chapter, 2nd chapter, which we are discussing. I'll just I thought we will be able to complete our 2nd chapter today, but somehow because we had other discussions more, we will not be able to do. But what I will do is we will just summarize this, because this is a very important chapter to be memorized and remembered, because whole Bhagavatam, this is the basis, this is the thesis. Based on the whole Bhagavatam is developed, we will try to understand this. I will try to just summarize few things. So this chapter has 5 sections, we can say. First section is where Sukadeva Goswami is Sutta Goswami is glorifying his spiritual master Sukadeva Goswami. Although all the Puranas are also conversation between Sutta Goswami and Naimisharanya sages, he don't glorify Sukadeva Goswami there. When questions are asked about Bhagavatam, then he glorifies Sukadeva Goswami, because he heard this from other Puranas, he heard from his father, Romarshans. And then this is the first part. Then we saw how the second section is the answers. So he is answering the 2 main questions. First 2 questions: what is the essence of all the scriptures, and how a person can be completely satisfied. So for that he gives 2 shlokas: Savai Pumsam Paro Dharmo Ito Bhakti Radokshija Haitu Kiya Pratyata Yatma Suprasidhati. And next is Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayajita Janayati Asu Vairagyam Jnanam Chadaitukam. These 2 questions, these 2 shlokas are the answers. And to establish it from 8th to 14th, he tells, now because people have many ideas about dharma, people have many ideas about what is how you need to follow certain dharma to enjoy, you need to do certain thing to get money, and you need to so many things are there. And but here he's telling bhakti means it should lead, sorry, dharma means it should lead to bhakti. That's what Sudha Goswami is trying to conclude. Is that any dharma, it should lead to bhakti. That is the point. And yes, it is recorded. And then even in Krishna consciousness also, this is also another thing, that whatever we are doing, our activities, ultimately the shloka, no, we should relish. Vata Bhagavatam Rasamalayam. So we should relish. We should get the taste to hear Bhagavatam. Any activity we are doing, it's spiritual activities and anything, that should be very, very clear. And ultimately it should lead, if my chanting, hearing, reading services, all other things, even making temple and all, it should ultimately lead us to develop taste for hearing Krishna Katha. And then this entire section of second canto Srimad Bhagavatam, it is dedicated to this very thing, art of living, and what all things are needed to bring bhakti in us, to understand how it is connected to bhakti, and everything it should lead to bhakti. Now it is whatever we do, it should be internally connected. That is the point. And now how to increase this devotion, that is the next section. So what is dharma and what is the purpose of dharma, that is established from 8 to 14. And ultimately it should lead to bhakti. Any activity you do, it should lead to bhakti. That's what is. And from how this bhakti is developed, how to increase that bhakti in the heart, that is from 16th onwards. In this just connecting shloka, and 16th to 22 we have this 21 we have this 14 stages of bhakti, which is described by Krishna Chakra Thakur also. He shows we have discussed that. And 22nd, it's a conclusion. And this conclusion we can see that in the 22nd verse also, how worshipping only Vasudeva should be worshipped. That's what Sutta Goswami says. And this is very important way he is describing. And 22 to 29, now he describes various other forms of worship. Says that no other point in worshipping any other demigod, Shiva, Ganesh, Durga, Ma, Kala Bhairava, and other things, Ghora Rupan, all these things, no need to be worshipped. And now 30 to 34 in this chapter is the answer for fourth and fifth, third and fourth question. First he answers the fourth question, and then the last shloka, 34th, why did Krishna take birth in the womb of Devaki as a son of Vasudeva? That is answered in the last verse, 34. And 30, 31, 32, 33 is answering the fourth question about the Purusha avatars. So this is how the section is. Now, now why Krishna appeared and all, why this material world is made, why it's a prison house, why we are suffering. It's all from 30 to 33. 34th is Krishna is appearing to give bhakti to all of us, to give that warmth. Like just giving light is like knowledge, but Krishna also want to give that warmth, heat of, want to give that love. Just by knowledge, it's all jnana, it's all dry. We will not solve much of our problems. What we need is coming and he's lighting, he's giving some heat, that love also. And now, what is the first four questions are answered in this, and he gives that they're all connected. All these questions are connected. Krishna is appearing to give bhakti. Essence of scriptures is bhakti. How this material world is created to perform various activities, that is ultimately to lead bhakti. If you see, all are connected to bhakti only. And in the end, we see that and whole Bhagavatam flows for this only. Whole Bhagavatam flows to explain this one aspect of bhakti. And everywhere you take Bhagavatam, it is all talking about this. So savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhaktir dokshaje ahetuki aprityata yayatma suprasidati. And then this is a very important discussion we had. I just because not I'm just revising so that we'll not forget. This is what is the cause of our unhappiness. The reason is ignorance, and how it is formed because we turned away from Krishna. This is already discussed. Just a small revision so that it sticks to our system, and I want you to repeat also to others so that it will be helpful for you. And because we turned away from Krishna, Isha Tape Tasya Viparyayo Smriti, and that indifference is the cause of our ignorance. As soon as we become away, Maya catches us. And then there are three things that happens. We discussed that also. First is we focus on something unimportant. Then what happens is then it turns out to be we develop unnecessary qualities such as fear and other things, and then we have perverted consciousness, oblivion, and then all this karma, everything that is all comes with that third thing. And then we see because the reason is indifference. Now what should be done? Again, strike a relation with Krishna. And what is the process? That is bhakti. Difference is in the disease is indifference. Now the cure is again go back to Krishna. How we go back? That is bhakti. Bhakti is just opposite to be indifference. We are consciously trying to develop. Bhakti is love. It is a connection. That is what how we are trying to solve this problem. And the soul will be completely satisfied. Otherwise, only when boredom and indifference in the heart are replaced by ecstatic love. Rasika Vivata Bhagavatam Rasamale. This is the solution we have discussed. So now this two shlokas, 6th and 7th, from 8th to till 29th shloka is answers for the first two questions. Essence of scriptures, what is satisfying the heart? This is answered from 6th to 29th. So this is all one section. Only two answers for the first two questions only. And that is ultimately bhakti. This is what we have to understand. And like we have to see that there is a perverted consciousness. So many different complexities are there in this world, and so much oblivion, and so many unwanted necessaries. We want our laptops also, internet also, and all these cars, houses, apartments, all these things. Why we need all these things? Because we turned away from Krishna. That's why we feel we need all these things. Once again we go back, turn towards Krishna, then we feel I don't need actually all these things. This is actually what happens. This is a diseased state. That's why we feel we need all these things. The cure is bhakti. Again, getting attached to Krishna. That is the how it should be. And what are the methods to solve this and how to do it? This is all we have discussed. There are actually many methods people try. They try karma, which is selfless path, selflessly the selflessness they are serving and trying to get rid of this karma. Somebody try jnana, and but the most miraculous way to mystical way is bhakti. This is what we have discussed, and we will see this 22nd verse. I that I forgot to. Is a very important verse where this word is used. So Vasudeva Bhagavati. Ato vai kavayo nityam bhaktim paramaya muda Vasudeva Bhagavati. So this is a conclusion. And one more important, the conclusion that is given in the previous shloka, previous shloka also. This is in the I think 14th verse. That is also very important. Tasmat ekena manasa bhagavan satvatam pati. Tasmat ekena manasa. So vyavasayatmika buddhi ekeha kurunandana. This is also very important. Nothing to be done, only bhakti. I think this is a very important discussion. This Ekena. Maybe tomorrow, because we already are out of time. But what I will just do is we will just take one purport, so that at least formalities done and we have completed some work. We will take this purport, and tomorrow maybe we'll try to complete our second chapter. And then why I'm taking, because once you know what is the essence of the chapter, you will be able to understand the purpose very clearly, because what Prabhupada is indicating becomes very clear. We just have to know what exactly is the theme of this chapter Goswami is trying to indicate, and Prabhupada is trying to help us understand that. So we'll try to understand. That's why I'm trying to make you understand. This whole chapter is telling about bhakti, how dharma is for bhakti, how bhakti is developed, and what should not be done. No need of demigod worship. Don't mix sweet rice with mirchi masala. No, don't go to anyone. And the last section, 32-34, is the how Supreme Lord created this material world to perform our dharma, that is for bhakti, and Krishna is appearing, that is 34th verse, that is also to give that warmth in the heart, to give bhakti only. That's what is there. What we will do, we will just take this purport, and then we'll read the translations of the next section, so it will be clear. Okay, we'll see based on the time. So this one purport we'll read. Rajastama prakrite samashila bhajanti vai Pitrabhuta Prajeshadin Shreyas Shreyashvarya Prajeshvasvam. Those who are in the mode of passion and ignorance worship those in the same category, namely the forefathers, other living beings, and the demigods who are in charge of cosmic activities. So, passion, they are worshipping forefathers, ignorance, and of course, it all depends. They may be worshipping some ghostly features of their forefathers also. And for they are urged by a desire to be materially benefited with women, wealth, power, and progeny. Now, I'll just give the main reason why people worship. Basically, everybody want to enjoy. Now, if you see, the benefit is they want to enjoy women, they want to enjoy wealth, they want to enjoy progeny, bhoga, aishwarya. Now, there are obstacles for our bhoga and aishwarya. What are the obstacles? Our health is an obstacle. We want good health. If my health is not good, it is an obstacle for my enjoyment. And second obstacle is I should have good relation among with my family, should be cooperating. I should have nice, no disturbance from family side. Any other disturbances which is hampering my sense gratification. So that is the second obstacle. And third obstacle for sense gratification is I need to have sufficient wealth. Everything is good, health is good, but I need some finance also, na? So people want these three things for ultimately what? To enjoy, for material. Now, why they worship the demigods? They worship, or anybody. For them, it does not matter. They are not very loyal to any particular demigod. They say, okay, besides your house, when Babaji came and he can solve your problems just in a fraction of second, and he will give some vibhuti, something to tie, something to do. You go to him and do it. They say, no problem. As long as it will help me to solve it, remove my obstacles in terms of money, in terms of other obstacles, and in terms of health, so that I have everything, so that I can enjoy nicely. So that is the only purpose of people. Any religious activity people are doing, what is the purpose? I should get good job, good wife, good children, good house, good business, good money, good health. Ultimately, so that I can enjoy nicely. So Lord, you have done your job of giving me all these things. I'll do my job of nicely enjoying this world. So there is no need, but Prabhupada is telling. But if somebody has dharmasya apavarga, say if purpose is apavarga, then Prabhupada, there is no need to worship demigods of whatsoever category. One is serious about going back to Godhead. This is a very important. Maybe tomorrow we will try to discuss on this. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly stated that those who are mad after material enjoyment approach the different demigods for temporary benefit, which are meant for men with a poor fund of knowledge. Should never desire to increase the depth of material enjoyment. Material enjoyment should be accepted only up to the point of bare necessities of life and not more or less than that. Nartho ratayopakalpate. To accept more material enjoyment means to blind oneself more and more to the miseries of material existence. More wealth, more women, and false aristocracy are some of the demands of materially disposed man because he has no information of the benefit derived from Vishnu worship. By Vishnu worship, one can derive benefit in this life as well as in life after death. Forgetting these principles, foolish people who are after more wealth, more wives, and more children worship various demigods. The aim of life is to end the miseries of life and not to increase them. For material enjoyment, there is no need to approach the demigods. The demigods are but servant of the Lord. As such, they are duty bound to supply necessities of life in form of water, light, air, etc. One should work hard and worship the Supreme Lord by the fruits of one's hard labor for existence, and that should be the motive of life. One should be careful to execute occupational service with faith in God in a proper way, and that will lead on gradually on the progressive march back to God. Lord Sri Krishna, when he was personally present in Rajadham, stopped the worship of demigod Indra and advised the residents of Raja to worship their business and to have faith in God. Worshipping the multi demigods for material gain is practically perversity of religion. This sort of religious activity has been condemned in the very beginning of Bhagavatam as Kaitavada. There is only one religion in the world to be followed by one and all, and that is Bhagavad Dharma, or the religion which teaches one to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead and no one else. So we'll end here. Tomorrow we'll continue our discussion. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Indra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.